What is good, YouTube? Falan Speaks back for another video, man. So we're going to go into this, man. If you missed the live, you missed something that was a spectacle to behold. The ladies came through, won the gold in that gold medal round versus France, 67-66, by some spectacular, heroic play towards the end. Because this France team, I did not know much about them beforehand, but they were absolutely no joke. They had some players that were like, they were ready. They were ready. They were led by G. Williams. I don't know who that is necessarily. Forgive me, y'all, for not knowing these players. I really don't. I really don't know them. I know they had a number 22 that was giving Aja Wilson like all the problems that she could have. Now, I was surprised to find out that she really did not have a whole lot of points. It seemed like she, you know, but I guess in a game where you only have 66 points, it's typical. You're not going to have a whole bunch of people in double figures. This was a defensive game, straight defensive game. Now, when we look at the breakdown of the teams, okay, the best thing that the United States team did here was they were able to out-rebound France. That's really the only glaring thing. The amount of turnovers that the United States had in this game was ridiculous. 19 turnovers. This shows that France was like prepared. They were physical. They were playing defense. This is the most physical game I have seen out of any game that any U.S. team had played, men or women. This is a game where like those particular unpatriotic people out there who wanted to see a particular player, not mention any names, Caitlin Clark, play out there, really have no idea that she would have been absolutely horrific in a game like this. And Reeves, I think, probably would not have played her because the United States had 19 turnovers in this game. If you have a game with 19 turnovers, the one thing you do not do is you do not take the by far leader, record-breaking turnover player that you have and put them on the team. So that should put all of that talk to rest, to absolute rest. This is a game where you need dogs, where you need defensive players. A game where pretty much Diana Taurasi was absolutely unplayable as she started to become a little bit more unplayable. We know this is her swan song. SS Talk Sports, shout out to her, said, when your name is like put on the bottom, put on the floor of the facility you're playing with, that's like a little sign that, yeah, your time is almost up. And yeah, 22 years, I think that's enough. Now, there were some unsung heroes here. Now, Aja Wilson came through for sure. If you look at the numbers, of course, she has the most standout game. We're talking about 21 points. We're talking about 13 rebounds. We're talking about 9 to 12 from the free throw line. We're talking about 4 blocks. My people, we're talking about, but she was 6 of 14 from the floor. This is the toughest situation I've ever seen her in. I'm not saying it's the toughest she's ever been in. It's the toughest situation I've seen her be in. So the amount of respect that she gained from me after this game is immeasurable. Like, I respect her on a whole nother level. Kelsey Plum chipped in 12. Now, the unsung hero to me, for real, like that they do not win this game without was Kahleah Copper. North Phillies, Kahleah Copper. Chicago Skies, MVP, Finals, Kahleah Copper. Prep Charter, Kahleah Copper. Girard College, Kahleah Copper. Did I mention North Philly Zone? Kahleah Copper. The place where this man is talking to you from right now, North Philadelphia. She came through with defense, playing wall-to-wall defense. Paul George style, Scottie Pippen style, Michael Jordan style defense. 90 feet or whatever, how many feet is out there. Defense. And tripped in 12 points. Was not shooting particularly well from 3 today. The whole team was deplorable from 3. We're talking about a game where the Americans shot 16.7%. All right, from 3. You talking about 2 from 12. You made 2 3-pointers in this whole game. We talking about France was able to make 7 3-pointers, but they put up 36 of them, and they're 19.4% from 3. Now listen to what I'm trying to tell you right now. I am telling you that when you look at this game, the reason France lost this game, or a big part of the reason, is they took too many 3-pointers, stupid shots. Now, France was excellent from the free throw line. They only went to the free throw line 13 times. The Americans went to the free throw line 34 times. Listen to what I'm saying to you. France was 100% from the free throw line. The United States was 79.4% from the free throw line. Now, why is this significant? The Americans got to the free throw line 34 times, whereas France got to the free throw line 13 times. And this was not a favorable whistle for the United States. We're talking about the United States who had 19 damn turnovers. This tells you what? The United States stopped shooting 3-pointers because they only shot 12, whereas France kept jacking up 3s. When they put Kahleah Copper in the game, it changed. She was driving to the hole. And also, Jackie Young, no, she only put in 2 points. Jackie Young, it was a combination. Jackie Young and Kahleah Copper's full court press defense that made the difference in this game. They were full court pressing, and they were taking it to the rack. Kelsey Plum actually was very good. I think she played the most. She played the best. Her and Sabrina Ionescu as well. Played the best point guard play in the game. Now, it doesn't show up on the stats. Like, I know you don't get it, but it's about controlling the pace of the game. It's about sharing the ball, and this is what you got from them. Plum was the best from 3, 2 of 5, which is not great. She is the only player to make any 3-pointers on the team, and this is where I'm trying to tell you. This is the type of game that the league's people will try to tell you is an ugly game. This is the type of game that CC fans, Caitlin Clark fans will try to tell you that this is not a good game. But we saw right here, this was a hell of a game. This was an exciting game, even though they only scored 67 points. This was an exciting game because it was competition. It shows or brings out the best. When you have pressure will either bust pipes or create diamonds. And what it did was it showed that A'ja Wilson is, in fact, yes, a diamond. It showed that Kahleah Copper was, yes, in fact, an absolute diamond. It showed that Sabrina was, yes, that an absolute diamond. Kelsey Plum, all of these women who stuck to it. Kahleah Copper, that's Napheesa Collier, we cannot ignore. Her defensive contribution was amazing in this game. We're talking about only 7 points. Doesn't matter. Her defensive contribution was spectacular in this game. There were times where the other team, see, the thing about Collier, what you could do that I'm noticing is she can guard about 4 positions out there. When you talk about Copper, she can guard about 4 positions out there. That is when the game changed. Same thing with Jackie O. You were talking about defense is what won this game. If that little girl that plays in Indiana, who from Iowa, would have been in this game, the United States would have lost by 10 points, because I'm telling you, what she's going to do is take the 19 turnovers and turn that into 29 turnovers. What that girl's going to do in a game where 3-pointers was not really there, she's not going to provide any type of points going to the paint. She's not going to provide any type of points driving. She's just going to fold because it's too much pressure and end up deferring. End up trying to run them funky little pick and rolls, which will end up in more turnovers because the pick and rolls were simply not there like that. You saw a couple of situations where Sabrina was able to produce a couple of give and goes to Collier down the stretch, and that was major. But this type of game, anyone who watched this game would know that none of the rookies were ready. However, I will say this, and this is not some Angel Reese fanboy stuff, but Angel Reese is a player that we know by the numbers. She holds her opponents who plays against her to under 40% for the year. Okay? We know that she is the best offensive rebounder and probably the best rebounder, period, in the league at this point right now. She is someone who has an absolute skill set that you can use in a game like this. The putbacks, the rebounds, all those types of things. are the type of skill sets that you can use. And her defense, without a doubt, is something that you can use in a game like this. I see a situation where Angel Reese is a plug-and-play player that you can put in this situation, and she would absolutely be useful in this game, right? But I don't know where she gets minutes is the problem. Are you taking Stewie out for Angel? Probably not. Are you taking Asia Wilson out for Angel? Absolutely not. Are you taking Napheesa Collier out for Angel? Probably not. That would still be the issue. Angel Reese would only have about maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes here and there, giving other teams a breather, because you're talking about a game where Alyssa Thomas, who I think would have been very, very helpful in a game like this, because this is her wheelhouse, this type of game. You didn't get that many minutes. So even for those of us who are Angel Reese fans, we got to even be honest and be real that a game like this was a game where those veterans who were there were the best to be out there. And, overall, though I question some of the lineups that Cheryl Reeves was going with, I also recognize that this was a difficult task. It's not easy. A lot of us looking from the sidelines, we think, oh, yeah, all you got to do is do this, and all you got to do is do that, and so on, and this will be better, It's kind of easy to do. We gotta acknowledge she did not have an easy job out there. And they were able to pull it out, man. And that's really what's important at the end of the day. They were able to pull this thing out, and America got gold. It was this medal that I believe put us in the lead, the world lead for gold medals around the world. So, good job, ladies, and peace out.